What do you swear you saw, but don't have any proof? My best friend and I, both women in our early 30s at the time, were on a road trip with my 7-year-old son and her 3 kids, 4, 6, and 9. It was late, and we stopped to get gas at a gas station off the interstate. It was around 2 in the morning, and it was the only thing open amongst just a few fast food restaurants. There were barely any lights, just this lone gas station with those big white ice chests outside that say ICE. It was sitting at the corner of the building, just under a sign pointing to the restroom, around a very dark corner. We tried to put our card to pay for the gas outside at the pump, but it said, "See attendant." The kids had woken up, so I asked them if they needed to go to the restroom, or if they wanted a snack for later. My friend walks into the station to pay the clerk with 2 of the kids, and I stayed outside by the car, ready to pump the gas as soon as she paid for it, except there was no attendant. We waited a few minutes as my friend looked around inside, but no one was there. In the meantime, I'm trying a different card at the pump. Got the same message, "See attendant." The 3 of them walk out of the store and towards me. No one wanted to walk around the corner in pitch blackness to use the restroom, by the way. The kids were taking their time getting in the car, while my friend walked around to the passenger side, all wondering if we should just wait outside the car for the attendant to come. I then looked toward the restroom, thinking maybe the clerk was using it. That's when I heard a muffled banging. It took me a couple seconds to figure out that it was coming from the ice chest. I was tired, so I surmised that it was just a bag of ice that fell inside. As I looked back inside to see if the clerk had returned from wherever, I heard it again, only louder. I told everyone to get in the car. The kids looked at me like they were wondering why I was all of a sudden serious and talking in a low, stern voice. I repeated, "Everyone, get in the car." I opened my door and looked over at the icebox again, and this time I could see the door shaking as the banging continued. I drove so fast getting out of there. We thought someone must be locked in the icebox, maybe the attendant, so we called 911. The dispatcher said they'd send a car out. We were worried that someone was in the icebox, so we called back to make sure they did send an officer, and the dispatcher asked us our names, phone numbers, and home address. She said in case they needed to contact us. We think the store was robbed, and maybe the robbers locked the clerk in the ice chest. We never heard from the police,